Oh, wow.
That was a strike call from John Bacon. That draws Carlos Mendoza's ire.
Oh, here we go. Grab it.
And Bacon telling Mendy that's enough. 1-2 to Torrens with Marte on deck. And he got it looking at third straight changeup. Another one that Torrens and Mendoza are hot about. And here comes Mendy, and he's going to get himself.
He's going to get run.
And he's been thrown out of the game already. Kicking dirt on home plate. Second ejection of the year for Mendy.
He's probably asking him, you got a flight to catch?
He was hot enough about the second strike. Once he called the third strike, there was no way he was going to stick around.
Mendy's telling him that not only are they outside, but they're down as well.
Oh, two bad calls. I mean, one was outside and that one was low. I like when he kicked dirt on home plate. I love it.
And the thing about it is he had to go out there because he couldn't let Torrens get ejected, because if you tie up this game, then you wouldn't have a catcher. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Calling it down.
Only a one-run lead. 3-2 on Trout. And it's a strike.
See Trout get upset all that often.
And some words with the home plate umpire Brock Ballou and Ray Montgomery. As Mike Trout gets called out on a pitch that he thought was low, and as you said, you don't see Trout argue much with the umpire. Pretty visceral reaction from Trout, and that drew Ray Montgomery into the fray, and Ray has been ejected from this game.
Yeah, he said that's the third time today he's had a borderline pitch go against the Halos, including the one with the Soler was punched out with the bases loaded on a 3-2 pitch.
It was super fun watching him. Hoffman was on my list as well. I got two position players that you guys didn't have on your list.
Who you got?
First, I got Khalil Green.
Nice.
Diving all over the place, acrobatic, super fun to watch. And the other one was David Eckstein. Just enough. Did anybody get more of it in his body than David Eckstein? Oh, look, I think Mike Schultz a little upset about that call.
Yeah, he thought it was a strike.
Schultz not afraid to stand up for his players now.
He just got tossed.
Guy's pitching his you-know-what off, and he's got to get that pitch. That's what I read a little bit ago.
Yep. Said it wasn't a strike, and lights up, but you could see his point.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can't say that, or else you're going to get thrown out.
And he did.
Yeah. He's pitching his you-know-what off. And that he is. Mike Schultz sticking up for his pitcher right there. Love it.
Well, one good thing for Mike, he's going to get to watch our show for the next 4 innings.
I wonder if he's going to have some nachos and enjoy. Look at Mike.
So he's had a couple that were close. Both have gone Braves hitters' ways.
It's hard to get that call sometimes on the slider at the top of the zone. He's frustrated, rightfully so. He's been calling a good game back there.
Oliver Marmol just got tossed from this game.
I think I caught a few of those. Ollie not happy with the balls and strikes. That's what my lip reading said.
He was mad about no strike three to Ozuna. He was mad about no strike three to Profar. And Oliver Marmol ejected from the game here in the 9th inning. Ollie fighting for his team, fighting for his pitcher here. Let's see if Daniel Descalso can help the Redbirds wrap this one up.
Lefty without dominating stuff. You really got to sequence those pitches up to keep them all protected.
Davis Schneider hits a ball deep to left field down the line, and it's foul. Blue Jays might take a look at that ball, and the umpires are going to conference. The call was foul, but the Blue Jays disagree.
This is a crew chief review of the call of foul ball.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. At this stadium, the foul poles, they're not really that tall. In Major League stadiums, they're much taller, but this being AAA stadium, as you see Schneider really unload, perfect bat path, perfect launch. From my angle, it looked like it could have crossed in fair, but because the foul pole isn't tall enough, it's going to be really difficult to see, and this is our angle right here. Just so difficult to really pick up where that ball is.
This is a crew chief review, not a Blue Jays initiated challenge. So even if they keep it foul, the Blue Jays don't lose their challenge.
See that white tint right there behind the foul pole? You can see the length of the foul pole right there. Those are typical.
After review, the call in the field stands. It is a foul ball.
John Schneider out of the dugout. He is upset right now with the result of this. He is going to go get his money's worth from Trip Gibson. Oh, and he's going all the way out to Brian Walsh, who made the foul call down the line. It's starting to look like it might be an early all-star break for Schneider. Gibson holding him up right now. And Carlos Fable's trying to get in there. This is as animated as we've seen John Schneider in a number of weeks. DeMarlo Hale is out to get in his way as well. And there are 3 umps also in the way. Walsh has backed up and moved away from John Schneider.
I still haven't found a finger either. I have not seen him be ejected. I love this. As a player, I'm fired up right now. Yes, it's the last game before an all-star break. Jeffrey Springs is absolutely dealing. You're down 4-0. You're in first place. I love this. I love this fire. I love this passion. And if you truly believe this ball was fair, let him have it.
And maybe some of Schneider's beef, he's not even being able to give it to the guy that he's actually upset with. Walsh is walking away.
And I think the reason why is because of there's very little camera angles, and that is the best chance. The best chance is for it to be called fair or foul from the third base umpire. We talked about the shortened foul pole. We talked about the camera angles here. They're just a little bit different. Looks like he is going to left field. I didn't see a finger. Did you see a finger?
Might have been right away. The clubhouse out in left field. Schneider will stroll across the diamond out of this one.
Bam. It was early on.
Yeah,
it was early on.
I mean, when you argue reviewed plays, you're pretty much gone every time.
There might be some gamesmanship in this as well. You got a borderline play. You got Springs dealing on the mound, trying to break up his rhythm possibly. I love it. If I'm a player in that dugout, I am fired up right now. Manager fighting for his players. Love that.
First time John Schneider has been ejected since the Blue Jays were at Yankee Stadium in that Kevin Gausman star with the long 3rd inning.
So you just kind of keep your weight back, sit on, something with spin.
Very friendly call. Wisely didn't like that one. Just another example of a strike zone that has been all over the place.
Yeah, and when you're seeing the ball well, when you see a pitch, you know it's out of the strike zone, and yet it's called against you. I mean, it's not really that close.
Kind of jars you as a hitter. Went right back to that same spot, called a ball.
Well, as a pitcher, you're going, well, why not? I'll try it again. Called the last one, and he didn't call this one.
3-1 count to Brett Wisely. That is, wow. I mean, that was ball 4 clearly.
Another breaking ball well off the plate away. It just hasn't been like a miss or two. I mean, they're kind of building up. And see, that's not even on the edge or in the gray area. That's well off the plate. And he got on top of that one, fouled it off.
And Chad Whitson just tossed Bob Melvin out.
I'm sure Bo Bell was upset with all those strikes that were called on pitches that were nowhere even close to the plate.
Well, it also makes you wonder whether the Giants, those iPads in the dugout, everybody was seeing how far out those pitches were.
Yeah.
And once the word got around, the Giants manager snapped. Because it wasn't that last pitch that was thrown.
When they've had innings of duress early in games, it has just changed the tenor completely.
Oh,
Laureano's very frustrated.
Don't get thrown out. Come on.
He spikes his helmet, ends up at home plate.
Well, it's only the second
half.
out. Well, that's just no reason to do that. You just cannot get yourself thrown out. You've been playing at a high level.
Home plate umpires the crew chief James Hoy. He gave him a heave-ho. John Lipka's over at first.
Well, you just kind of set yourself up for a possible ejection, and they do it. And listen, I've been out there where your umpire misses a pitch or a play or whatever, and you want to tell them how you really feel about it, and then you say there are just times where you can't put yourself in a position where other people are going to dictate what happens, and that's exactly what happened here. Yeah, usually there's isn't there like an equipment fine where it costs you a fine if you slam the helmet and all that, but
especially if it bounces and then hits an official.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least he turned his back. And
I also wonder with the demonstrative reaction that we had from Laureano, if he thought that was the third out.
Yeah.
And now 2 are out because of the ejection with Laureano first and then Tony Mansolino.
Robin Chirino's coming out, the bench coach, too.
That's the first time that we have seen the O skipper tossed by an umpire since taking the reins.
Well, still one more shot to get another run in, and yeah, almost hit him in the chin. Yeah, so maybe that's when he saw the helmet come all the way back to home plate.
90s fastball, and you're in almost every other game. That means you've pitched in a bunch of back-to-back situations as well. That's tough to do.
That'll complete the strikeout as it bounds away from Naylor with a long chuck down to first. And O'Hearn is retired.
Not happy. Yeah.
And he just got chucked. Phil Cuzzy threw him out after getting rung up.
Right, he had to. Because the umpire couldn't just turn around. Knowing that he's frustrated, their players are frustrated. He calls a check swing. That's the same thing that we did. There was not a check swing called on a Cleveland batter earlier. And all he's got to do is turn the other way, let the player vent. Nobody cares. It'll be gone. Nobody cares about it. Instead, he's got to throw him out of the game.
Rengifo had an RBI and a fielder's choice his last time.
Oh, that is so far off the plate.
That was not even really close on a backdoor slider. That one stayed in the yard. Angels trying to fight back. They were down 6-1. Now it's 6-3, and they have the tying run at the plate. Rengifo takes ball one.
Part of this outing here for Diaz, flat sliders, so there'll be a chance to drive one here for Rengifo.
2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. So Diaz has already thrown 11 pitches here, trying for a 4-out save. He hit Darno, and he's fallen behind Rengifo. 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's called a strike.
That's not even close. He's got to be hearing something in that dugout, I'm sure. That's 2 pitches that were at least a baseball and a half off the plate.
The way that Torrens yanked his glove back. I mean, it's unreal. 3-2. Now the runners will go. And it's ball 5. Called that a strike. That's ridiculous. That is a terrible call. And it's 2 in a row from Eric Backus, the home plate umpire, to end the inning.
Wow, 2 not even close in the strike zone. And this might be it for Ray Montgomery, too. I mean, that's not even close.
And Ray Montgomery's been ejected. And rightfully so. He is in the face of the home plate umpire, Eric Backus. Montgomery was ejected from this game after back-to-back pitches were called strikes that were off the outside corner from Edwin Diaz to Luis Rengifo. It looked like Rengifo worked a walk to load the bases, and Ray Montgomery extremely upset with the home plate umpire.
As well he should be. I mean, there's 2 of them there. You're bringing up the bases loaded. I mean, you got to be a little bit better than that.
It's such a monumental point in the game.
You can go 2.
Now somebody else just got ejected from the Angels side. And now it is Tim Laker who is barking heartily back at the umpire. And now Tim Laker comes out to the front of the top of the dugout. And he is irate with the home plate calling of Eric Backus. And again, rightfully so, Laz Diaz is the crew chief. And he cuts off Tim Laker. But these are huge games for the Angels. The reaction to the trade deadline is on the line here. The Angels are in the middle of a playoff fight. And as they try to claw back today, they have the home plate umpire working against them in the 8th inning, as Luis Rengifo had 3 pitches, one of which was not even close to the shadow of the zone, let alone the zone itself, called strikes against him when he's trying to get on base to keep a rally going.
Really interesting to see the scorecard on them after this game.
Strike 3. Peraza did not like the call. He's down looking.
I don't blame him. That ball looked like it was up. Manny Gonzalez, we had our scouting report, more of a hitter's umpire than a pitcher's umpire. Aaron Boone not too happy.
Grisham up and away. Let's see where that was. It was high.
Yep.
In the wild pitch.
Ball in the dirt from Scara.
Yep. And Volpe is down looking. He didn't like that call.
8 strikeout for Bassett, who just keeps doing this against the Yankees. Take a look at the pitch. Two-seamer with movement up.
It's high. He missed that call to Peraza. Now he misses it to Volpe.
You can see the frustration from Aaron Boone, not only with the strike zone, but the way his club is playing defensively.
And that's it. He's hurt enough. Gonzalez let him talk a lot, and finally he had enough, so Aaron Boone gets thrown out. And now he's going to get his money's worth.
I think Matt Blake was a part of this too, pitching coach.
You think it was Blake thrown out?
I think it was Matt Blake.
And now Boone is thrown out. Now Gonzalez is going to hear it. Gonzalez is giving as good as he's getting. But I think this is frustration pouring out of Boone because of the strike zone, number one. But you mentioned it, John. He can't be happy with the way his team is playing.
And it looked like Aaron Boone was walking away from Manny Gonzalez, and then he threw him out. So obviously going back to give him a piece of his mind. And Matt Blake having a few words now for Gonzalez behind the plate.
And that's the crew chief, Ronald Culpa, who comes down to settle things down, and Blake's getting his money's worth. So the lineup card is handed to the bench coach, Brad Ausmus. And Boone will watch from the runway.
Well, if you're Aaron Boone, you're hoping that'll fire the boys up in the dugout a little bit, try to give the Blue Jays a finish here.
2-2. Great looking pitch, called ball 3. That pitch appeared to be right there. DeLuca, slightly larger lead. He goes 3-2, is poked to left. That's down. Late break off third, Caballero. Hayes fired to second. Safe slide back by DeLuca. Base hit for Lowe, and it's tied at 2 on.
Like a breaking ball that stayed in the middle of the plate. Lowe, I think, was fooled on the speed, but he kept his hands back just enough to be able to just serve it into left field.
Well, Terry Francona going at our home plate umpire here.
That was
Willie
over
Trainer.
the missed call.
Derek Johnson's on the mound for a visit, but the Red Skipper's going right to home plate. This is a rookie umpire. Made his major league debut in early June. His 7th game calling balls and strikes in the bigs. And Francona is fired up as we've seen him arguing with an umpire on the season. So the skipper gets the heave-ho and gets his money's worth. Grabs his card. That means that Freddie Benavides will make the calls the rest of the way.
Additionally, keep in mind also about 3 or 4 outings ago against the Toronto Blue Jays, they had to take him out of the game early because his velocity dropped from 95 down to 89 miles an hour.
Ooh.
So fatigue is certainly something that they're going to keep an eye on with him as he's trying to make this transition.
Yeah, and go back to that changeup, guys. I really like the changeup, and I know it's subjective. Some people like the curveball, the slider, but as a starter, I think if you can master that pitch, I think that just adds so much. As we take a look at this last pitch here, looks like a two-seamer, and off the hand. Did that get off the hand of Jake?
I couldn't tell.
Tough to tell.
Yeah.
All of it. First year as a dedicated starter, and look out, down goes Contreras. 96 and up and in. Of course, he was hit yesterday, and then warnings were handed out after he was struck with a pitch.
Well, pitchers like to pitch him in, and that's where Maldonado is. And yeah, that's close. Yeah.
Two pitch. Hey, in again, and he gets hits. Oh, wow. Fastball at 95, and he is not happy.
Oh, in a tender area as well. Not like the other night up near the guard on the arm. This is down by the hand.
Umpires are going to get together again.
See, there's no intent there to me. There's no intent here. There's no reason for Randy Vasquez to throw at Wilson Contreras.
And put the tying run on.
Yes. And I understand maybe, the umpires, you got to check a box, you got to talk, you got to cover yourselves, do whatever you have to do after a situation that we've seen prior to this. But this is not with intent. He's just trying to bury the fastball in and got away. Hey, I feel bad for Contreras. Nobody likes getting hit, especially with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Number 2. And he throws at Machado.
Here we go.
Hits Machado. That was sort of predictable, I think.
Yeah. Smelled that one coming.
There's definitely warnings coming out here. There might be an ejection right here, honestly, because that looks pretty clear. You don't need to do warnings.
Right.
You got your star coming up to lead off the next inning after Contreras was hit. They throw at him immediately, and I think he should be ejected immediately. My opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, Don. That's clear cut intent right there. Can almost smell that one coming.
Oh, handed out warnings. So no ejection warnings have been handed out now.
If you're going to look at a positive, obviously the Padres get a base runner, but that just grazed Manny, so didn't get him in a spot that could really, really hurt him, right?
Inside, and Manny gets hit again. And he is barking out at Granillo. Second time Machado's been hit tonight. That's 2. And the dugouts are going to empty now. Contreras coming down to intercept Machado. And Machado wants nothing to do with him.
Yeah, Manny's hot. Oh. Some serious chirping going on down there.
Machado kind of pushed out of the pile there as they come together. And now the bullpens are emptying. So warnings had already been handed out. And Manny getting hit for the second time. He wanted him ejected.
It looked like I thought I saw John Jay out there kind of chirping at Manny right there, and that's when Manny kind of went off a little bit. It's one of the coaches for the Cardinals.
That's never a good thing when you got a coach doing that.
Yeah.
John Jay, the former Padre, of course. So The benches have emptied for the second time in 3 games in this series. And now they will head back to the dugouts, bullpens. And just talking with Contreras at first base. And the umpires will get together here and decide what they're going to do.
Brant Brown, the hitting coach for the Cardinals, talking with Manny. Well, let's go back to the pitch. Two-seamer. In near the hands, he tries to turn away, and Manny's upset, clearly. And then the right there's Coach John Jay right there saying something to Manny. And then that's when Manny kind of lost it a little bit.
Okay. So now, if they do eject the pitcher, both manager, it would just be Ollie Marmol, I think, would be ejected as well after the warnings.
Yeah, I don't know if they've indicated he's still out there.
No, they haven't indicated anything yet, but they are talking to Marmol about whatever they're going to do.
But when I came in, they said, don't ever try to sneak a fastball by that guy.
Yeah, that's in there for a call strike 3. Got him looking at a fastball at the knees. That's 5 strikeouts to the first 10 batters for Dylan Cease, who started the night 3rd in the National League in strikeouts. And Cease misses. Oh, we got a generous call off the plate from Emil Jimenez, and Soto's a little high.
Yeah, that was very generous.
Next year you can tap your head.
Tap your head, which may change the way some of the catchers receive the baseball, always down on a knee as well. Trying to frame.
3-2 coming, and the breaking ball is in there for a call strike 3, and Soto has more to complain about with Emil Jimenez, and you better watch it. Carlos Mendoza comes out to save his player. Don't need Soto getting ejected. And now Carlos Mendoza's been ejected. So Mendoza came out to save Soto, who was the victim of a couple of very questionable calls on breaking balls that appeared to be out of the strike zone. And instead of Soto getting run, Mendoza got himself run.
Well, Soto's so particular about the strike zone, and he knows it so well, and he knows it so well. Anytime he thinks it's a ball, you can't convince him otherwise. I think he was right on the first call, the strike call, and then that last call was close enough, especially with 2 strikes, and already having seen him call that slider off the plate, you got to be prepared to be rung out on that pitch.
Now, why is Emil Jimenez walking with Carlos Mendoza? No, it's not. It's the third base umpire. Well, it wasn't as bad a call as the first one.
No. First one being the slider, but that one felt high because of the knuckle curve. Comes in high out of the zone until the very last second.
Well, good job by not just Mendy, but his teammates to get Soto out of there and keep him from getting ejected.
At the knees, 2-1. Hey, Sir Anthony Dominguez is up. He's going to get some action just a couple of hours after he found out he was a Blue Jay against the guys who were his teammates until a couple of hours ago. Did somebody get tossed out of this game? I mean, the home plate umpire, Nick Marley, we were looking out to the bullpen in Dominguez. The umpire took his card out, right? It was writing something down, and that usually means
absolutely
that somebody got tossed. Heineman didn't like it, but it wasn't Heineman who got tossed. Definitely somebody in the dugout. Yeah, somebody got tossed.
Tries to bring it back in, back down. 3-2.
What if Mills is a half second or split second? Let's say we're patient. Maybe it drops down just enough, tricks the mind. Good try though.
Watch the runner here. Playing with house money are the Astros at home, up by 3. Good runner at first. And Mackenzie Gore actually had him going back, but that ball's going back and way out of here by Cooper Hummel. His 3rd home run of the year.
And Mackenzie's getting into it with Ryan Addison too. He's letting him know that he thought that curveball was a ball or was a strike. Call the ball. The next pitch, there it is for Cooper Hummel. 3rd homer of the season. 3rd against the lefty. Missed spot. And he knew it. 12 off the bat.
So he just had a few more words for him on his way to the dugout. All Houston now, 6-1.
Top of the 7th inning, 9-1 Astros on top. And this is the pitch we talked about earlier. Curveball up, a little bit out of the zone. Drew Mills does a good job, but in between the pitching change and from Mackenzie Gore to Cole Henry, Kel Cairo was ejected for the first time as a manager here in Washington, having his pitchers back.